this now. And I just want to welcome all of you to your Comp 2 class. We're going to begin. Oh, here comes Gianna. I'll write that down. We're going to begin with our agenda. We have a lot to cover today. I see a couple chats. Camera's not detected. Rohan, can we see you? I don't see Rohan at all. Huh. You in class, sorry. All right. So, oh yes, I do see you, Rohan, if you can hear me. Can everybody hear me okay? Is there anybody who cannot hear me? All right, we're ready to roll. I'm going to share my screen. Donovan has arrived. And we're just going to go through our announcement. This is the announcement I posted yesterday, 2 days ago. Here's your packet. And hopefully you've had a chance to print it out. It's just 3 pages, but it's what we're going to do exercises on in class today. I'll try to send these out in advance for you. So if you need to get to a printer somehow, you can. So today, are there questions about taking that MindTap test and doing what's expected of the postmortem? It's the first thing everyone needs to do. You'll have to unmute yourself if you're trying to ask your question.
I just realized that we had to do that, and I didn't realize how long the test would be, so I didn't get it finished. So
that's fine. That's fine. You know where it is and you know how to access it.
Okay. Right? When should we have it completed by?
Today. It's our baseline, guys. It's our baseline, and it doesn't matter what that grade is. That's where we're starting from. Because at the end of the semester, your final exam is a similar test. And that grade will replace the original grade. Because I just want to see where your trouble areas are. And you need to see where your trouble areas are, so we know what we need to focus on during the semester.
I have a couple of hours between work, but I have work right after this, after class.
Okay, well, you've already done part of it. Mm-hmm. It usually takes about 30 minutes. And I apologize, I thought I put that in there. 30, I've seen people take up to 60 if they're being really careful, but it's just a baseline, see what you have. And without it, you won't get the week won't open up for you, because I want that before we actually start learning.
Okay.
Good. You're actually going to have a little advantage. Is there anyone else who was unable to complete the MindTap?
I just haven't started it because I signed up for my class yesterday.
So fair enough. Fair enough. Can you get that done today?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Leave an hour just in case. Actually, Haley, are you on your laptop?
Yeah, I am.
Would you do me a favor? I'm going to stop sharing. Will you share your screen and go to D2L and show the people who haven't had a chance to do the MindTap, show them how you accessed it?
Okay, let me see.
Because if I do it, it's going to look different because I'm an instructor. So I'm going to call on you guys a lot to help me demonstrate stuff.
So you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see the launch meeting Zoom, and now you're in announcements.
Oh, okay.
So how did you access it? How did you access
my video?
Oh, you're already in it. Never mind. You're already in it, so you're not going to be able to do it.
I'll show you. I can do it. So you go to your class list.
Yeah.
Click.
Uh-oh, you froze. Well, that didn't work out.
Composition 2.
Oh, there she goes. Okay. And it was I have it in a couple different places, don't I? It was one of the first messages I sent out. So there was a list of things for you to do before class. The other ones aren't as pressing, but you want to complete that whole prep week so that your first week will open up for you. If you,
Oh, I went. Can you see it?
yes, we can
Okay.
see your announcements.
I've never done this before. Okay. So how I did it easier is I just went to assignments.
Which won't work for you in week 1, guys, because some of them are blocked off until you get the prep week done.
Oh, okay.
So that's okay. That's okay. They can go to assignments. However you did, it's fine. Because that prep week, of course, was wide open. So you could get everything done.
Okay. Yeah, you can go to assignments and then you just do this whole list of level 0 right here, starting with 1, then moving on.
And they only take like 5 minutes each, and depending on whether you've done it already. So you want to forward your OCC email, not just for my class, but for all your classes. Forward it to a place where you actually will check the messages, because that's going to be our only mode of communication aside from our meetings, right? So if I'm like, you're missing something and you need it done by class, you got to be able to see that email right away. So she clicked on number 5 was take the pretest. And then did it make you do anything special, or is it totally integrated? Because that takes you to your ebook, basically.
Can you hear me?
I didn't hear you. Did you answer my question?
I think my internet cut off, so I didn't hear you.
Okay. So when you went into the MindTap pretest, did it give you a lot of trouble? Did you have to do anything special, or did it go straight to the test?
I had to I had to make an account, but you have to use your OCC account.
Okay. So
which is
use your OCC account, and then from here on, it should be integrated then, since you did that. Okay,
yeah.
good to know. So I had a little video just explaining that even though it looks like there's only a few, each one of those, it has like 4 or 5. So that's why it takes a little longer. There's the note about 60 minutes to 30 minutes, but I should have
Do you
put
want
it
me to stop sharing?
Scroll down a little bit more. Excuse me, are you here for comp 2? It's remote now. So it's okay. If you want, I can set you up in the lab. That's okay. Go on D2L. The link's there. We're doing class right now. Okay. That's fine. So somebody else did show up.
Yep, that was me earlier.
He's going to stay here, I guess. He's a little late. All right. So there's a little video. It just says basically it takes longer than it looks like because there's some in each of those. And then once you finish your pretest, don't forget to go back into this assignment and mark it as complete. So anybody who forgot to go back in and mark it as complete, your certain assignments won't open up for you, because I want that out. That's the only way the system can recognize that you completed it. The pretest is in an external source that has been merged with ours, but it doesn't feed back in some ways. So that's why I've got that as mark as complete. Once you mark as complete, then our system will register that you did do the test. Okay, the handout will not open for Samantha. Anybody else have trouble opening the handout? It's a Word document, so it should open easily, Samantha. Let's talk about that at the break. Okay, you can stop sharing, and thank you, Haley. Special, I'm going to put a smile next to Haley's because she helped me. Thank you. All right. First and foremost, we must all have fun with this, because I know Comp 2 isn't like your favorite class you've been looking forward to, but there's no reason that we can't have fun while we're learning. So 10:15, I'm right on track. Um, let me just say about this post-mortem. It's a Word document. And all I want you to do is analyze your results from your test and decide, what did I just weave out? Did I misread it? Or do I really not understand that particular concept? I have no idea what they're talking about. Don't know why I got it wrong. If it's something you don't know why you got it wrong, see what your score was. And if it's a low score, that would be the item I would highlight on this other checklist. So all you're doing is highlighting it for now. And then you have columns, which are all of the papers we're going to have over the semester. And as you get feedback from me on those columns, you can see how you're doing. Well, I had 4 fragments in that first one, but on the second one, I only had 2. So if that's the case, here's Andrew. I bet that's the one who's just showed up here at school. So if that's the case, you can see your progress, or you can see where I need to, all right, let's get with the prof and figure out why I can't get this, right? Why it's still happening in my writing. The other thing is, it'll help me check. Sometimes it's not really a writing problem, it's just a test taking problem. And so I don't want to teach you something if it was just a test taking problem. If it's not appearing in your writing, we're not going to worry about it. But that'll give us a chance to look for those things because we'll know what we're looking for. That's all that sheet is. You have to highlight it, snap a picture, shoot it back into the assignment. And we're going to do that every time after each paper gets graded. You're just going to update it, snap a picture, shoot it back in so that we have a running track of what's going on with you. All right, we're ready to start the learning, which will give an advantage to some of you who do not yet haven't taken the MindTap test. But when I assign something out of the chapter, guys, I do not expect you to read it, okay? Just skim it. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with what skimming is, I'm about to demonstrate it. So there's in chapter 2, and we're only going to look at a couple of pages in chapter 2. I usually don't assign a whole chapter. We're just looking at a couple of pages just to get our brain going in the right direction, just to see what officially the book says about reading techniques in this case. And what you do when you're skimming is you look at the major headings. So I have to go into chapter 2 and I'm looking for 2, 3. I couldn't assign just that individual chapter, which really stinks. I couldn't assign just those pages, so you might have to write those down before you get in your book. So it was 2, 3A, I think. I'll know it when I see it. You could also get a hard copy of your book for like $20 and they'll deliver it to you free. If you want to go on, it's back ordered right now. You're comp 2, so I'm not going to stress it to you, but it's used for comp 1 and comp 2. So 2, 3. So this is what I've asked you to read. And in the electronic version, it's broken into these like super small chunks. So you just skimming means, all right, critical thinking through reading. Do you know what critical thinking is? Jordan, what do you think critical thinking is? Oh, you have to unmute.
Oh, I just figured that out. I think it would be like thinking more about what you're reading and more in depth and like what
So
the actual meaning would be.
So when we say, hey, you're being critical of me, we mean you're criticizing me, right? But when we say critical thinking, we just mean you're actually stopping to think about it, like I just did. I said, what does critical thinking mean? I just stopped, pause a moment and think about it. What does that mean? It means to think about it. Does it make sense to me? Is it logical? Are there exceptions I can think of? Are there examples I can think of? It just means to pause and think about it a little more deeply. Good. So when we, in my belief, when you write about something, that's when you actually make your own meanings out of things. reading is good. No, don't get me wrong, but it's in the writing about the reading that you actually formulate your own thoughts and whether you agree or not. It forces you to think more deeply. All right, so to do it, they suggest you maintain focus and attention. Everybody probably already knows that, right? What do you do when you have to read something, you know you're going to be tested on it, or you know you've got to write a paper on it? What do you do to make sure you're able to maintain your focus? Donovan,
Yes.
what do you do to maintain your focus?
Splash some water on my face and say focus.
I don't think that's part of the list, right? But is there a certain place you go, or do you have a lot of commotion around you usually, or no?
No.
Oh, so you can do it anywhere in your house. You're good.
Hmm.
Okay. And do you find it's good to be comfortable or not so comfortable because you might fall asleep?
I usually just go to my desk and I just handle business, you know?
Okay, so you like to be in business form at the desk. What about you, Danelle? Going through my D's here. What do you do when you have to maintain your focus? You have to read something.
I eliminate distractions and read the stuff out loud.
Ah, reading out loud. That is a great technique. I had to do that for econ because I'd get like 3 pages in and realize I didn't know a thing. I didn't remember anything I'd read. So I had to read out loud just for a little while so I could get stuck into it better. It's a great
Hmm.
technique, Danelle. Beautiful. How about you, Darian? What do you do when you have to read something? How do you eliminate distractions for yourself?
Excuse me. I either go down into my kitchen and sit at the kitchen table. That way I have my mom's eyes always watching me.
It's business. It's also business mode. Your brain goes into business mode, right?
Yeah, yep. And then I too have to read my stuff out loud or even just like mouthing the words.
Good, good. You guys sound like you got a great head start on this. I used to go, this is going to sound weird. If I had to read something or I had to write something, like my first 15-page paper in undergrad, I went to Big Boys. I ordered a pot of coffee and a hot fudge cake, and I dug in. Somehow it removes distraction, even though there are people there. There's not my laundry, there's not my friends, there's not my phone. It's just me and a clear table and a hot fudge cake. And I could really plow through some work then. So sometimes going to a restaurant used to help me. I don't know how to be now in COVID times, but all right. So the reason I'm having you do this is right now, I'm going to have everybody go into our first discussion board. And I want you to create a post. Well, first I better show you how to do that, right? Oh, wait, was there more stuff in here we had to talk about? Oh, we'll talk about that after you do your post. So your first post is about your personal technique. Some of you shared verbally, but I want everybody to have a chance to share. And to do that first, well, you can go to the assignments. Everybody can click on assignments. So if you are full screen with me right now, in your top right-hand corner, you will have a button that says view, and you can exit full screen. And once you do that, you'll see your icons at the bottom and you can get back into your internet where your D2L is live, hopefully. And then you will click on assignments. And I believe everyone should have, I hope you can get into it. Where is it? Oh, right here, the first thing in week 1. DB is short for discussion board 1. Which reading technique do you use? That's all you have to say. So basically what people just said out loud, you're going to write, but check it. If you click on this, it shows you to make life easier for you guys, because I hate these discussion boards. When I'm doing an online class and there's like 100 people and everybody's doing 50 posts, oh my God, I get so overwhelmed. So what I did was I broke it into groups of like 7. So you only have 7 people in your group. To do that, you have to go into other tools. So everybody click on other tools. Everybody, is everybody in, is there anybody who's not in D2L right now? I don't hear anybody, but it's going to be recorded. We're recording this right now. So you will go to other tools and you have to choose groups. This is where you can enroll yourself in one of the groups. So you just, if there's availability here, I put you in groups of 3. Oh, this is the bonus dig. Sorry. You don't want the bonus dig. You know what? I apologize. I just showed you how to get in if you're doing the bonus dig, but I think for this first discussion, I said, go ahead and go. Everybody's together for this one. So don't worry about it. You're not going to have to reply. So if you click on discussions, you will see not the bonus groups. Which reading technique do you use? And if you click on that, you should be able to post. So put in your subject line your main point. If it's read out loud, put that. And somebody can reply to you if they're slower than you. They can say, me too. I can say, I like to read out loud too. All right, so go ahead and do that. I will give you guys 5 minutes to put your post in. This is for a grade, so go ahead and you get some homework done right now.
Wait, you said you click on discussions?
I have a
Yeah.
question.
You can go under discussions or assignments will get you there too, if you do the first one.
Is,
Who has a question?
Under
Wait,
Gianna.
Wait,
discussion, there's
let me
nothing-
hear Gianna first.
Can
Gianna,
I share my screen? Because mine's different.
okay, yeah, it is different. That's probably a good idea, Gianna. Gianna's gonna share her screen. We'll walk through it with her. And Gianna, you get a heart. Thank you for helping me.
So when you
Yeah, I told you
so
wrong.
there's the bonus, but then there's
Those are the bonus things. Oh, there is
Even-
joy. Oh, good.
yeah. when
Okay, so
scroll
you do
down.
have to join group. So choose that first one, Gianna. And when you guys get in, some of it may get filled up and you'll choose the second one or the third one. Okay, so I
Okay.
did do that. I thought I wasn't crazy. And so you go click under group 1, see how it's highlighted? Nope, that doesn't do it. All right. So you, oh, okay, that's email. You don't want that. It's not linked to the discussion, is it? Oh,
Mm-mm.
crap. Well, there you go. And when you go under just discussions, click under discussion for me. You don't see it? There are no discussions. Okay. So
If you
that's
click on
my,
the little picture that's in the grid, it'll take you to the discussion.
oh, I thought that said email. Try it back up for us.
Oh, never mind. It did take me to email.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think I bungled it, you guys. I'm the one who bungled it. So you got homework now because I got to fix that. Unless I can fix it before.
We can still access it in the assignments thing.
You can? Go
Yeah,
through assignments.
You can't respond to it though.
It won't let you
maybe,
in. Because
maybe
it's,
after we join
I
the
didn't
group.
connect it. It's my mistake. So you read that, we read that together. And it tells you what the points are worth. It'll be worth 10 points. And you can't mark it as complete. Don't mark it as complete yet, guys, because you didn't do it. So there's a picture there you can't see, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I have to fix that too. So I did intend to connect that. Maybe at the break I can fix that for you guys. I apologize. I thought of everything, but I did not. So you can stop sharing and I will make a note to connect that to our, now you know you have to go into the tools and choose your group. So I did limit it for you. All right, so now I'm going to share and let's go on to our next thing. So I hopefully will get through everything for you guys. And go back to course home so we can see our next thing. You got in your mind, if you know what you're going to write about, you could just make a quick note to yourself on the piece of paper that you hopefully have beside you with the pen you have. And oh, it's time for a break. So yeah, I know it's early. It's only 10:30, but let's go on break and that'll give me a chance to go in there and fix that. I will make that connected. So when you come back from break, so instead of 10:50, will you guys please come back at 10:40, just 10-minute break, please. Come on back at 10:40, go get some coffee or something and let me get in here and fix this. come back to the same link. We're gonna use the same link for everything. All right? Ciao.
I just had a quick question. So I was
Okay.
trying to upload the handout, but it doesn't let me open it. And if it opens it, it doesn't let me print it.
If it opens, it doesn't let you print it.
Like it
Can you
kind of just,
share your screen
yeah.
for me? And try to open the document. So you did download the Word, right?
Yeah, I have Word. Does it
And-
have to be one? Can it be like my own word, or does it have to be like the word on?
It can be your own Word as long as your own Word's gonna stay. It's not a trial with a new computer. Because I've had that happen to students and it's very sad and very difficult to get their documents
Right.
back.
So I have my word. I don't know if you can.
All right,
see.
I see it.
And
Okay,
then if I go to like my documents, it like doesn't. It can like I can open it in like a way where it like previews it,
okay.
but like if I click on it, it like
We're not seeing anything except your Word document right
Oh.
now. So you have stop share. Yeah, I guess you have to. Can you click on your assignments? Is that where you got it? Where did you get the document?
I'll share and then
Go to our announcements where I put the document, right?
all right. Let me move this out of the way. And then whenever I click on it, it kind of it goes to the bottom, but then it just does
Right,
this
so
thing,
now click on that.
and then it says opening and then never opens.
All right, do the arrow to the right and let's see what's going on. See what it thinks it's doing.
It says open, which I try to open it and still.
How about if you, oh, it did something. So now go to your Word and see if it's there, because it did something just now. My files. And
This, what is it called?
doesn't look like any of these.
No.
Let's go to File Open. Go up to File. I don't know why it's not open. And none of those are the new.
No.
All right, I think I emailed it to you too. Did you try it from email? Did I email it, guys? Did I email the whole announcement? Sometimes I do
I
that.
think it did, but I think it's. Is it? Oh no, that's not the one.
You passed it. You gotta
Oh.
scroll back up. And this time I want you to right click on, well, I think it's up a little bit higher. There it is. All right, so it's called WK1. Right click on it, see what, oh.
It took me to D2L.
Took you to D2L. That's weird. Right click, open link in new tab. What else do we have? Oh, I gave you a chance to download, but you've already downloaded, haven't you?
Yeah, I've downloaded it.
Yeah, it's just taking you to D2L. Interesting. So all these people who are still in class, you're still in class because you also can't open this document?
I was just gonna ask if you still wanted us to join those groups.
You can if you want to, but
Okay.
you're allowed to take a break. I'm just trying to figure. So I wonder if anybody else is having this issue, or if it's just Sam.
I was able to print it, so I printed it last night.
You were able to open it? And
Yeah,
print
I was
it?
just able. Do you have Office 360? Because that might also be maybe an issue. I think.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, I do have it, but
Samantha.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't think I do. I don't know.
What
'Cause
kind of
I
Word are
think
you
that
using?
might be an issue.
Just like Microsoft Word.
Like one you purchased, right?
Yeah.
Standalone. That's what I have. So it should
Yeah.
come right over. I
Huh.
don't understand. All right, so go ahead and shrink this down. I think we're gonna have to work on this some more.
What do you want me to do?
Shrink that. What I'm seeing now is your Gmail, and you can get out
Oh.
of that or shrink it. And I want to go back to down below here where you've got it says handout.
Please.
No,
Oh.
down in your internet. Yeah. Always open files of this type. Show in Finder. Do show in Finder and
I
let's
tried to
see.
do that and it wouldn't, it was like the same.
There it
thing.
is. Okay. Right click on that.
And
And
I've
let's
tried to open it and it just
choose
doesn't-
open with. All right. Right click it again and choose open with. It didn't wait.
Oh.
And now text edit. It's not even seeing do other. It's not even seeing your word for some reason. And you should have your word over here on the left applicant or where's Microsoft?
Maybe I can put it on my notes though, and then I could like.
You don't have it in, you don't
Yeah.
have it in, you don't have Microsoft Word as an app.
No, I just look like
I don't know what kind of word you're doing then. Because when you purchase it outright, you get an app. But I didn't choose 365. I chose like 2016 or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you don't need to purchase Word. If you go through
You don't, but
OCC,
she already
yeah.
has Word. So she was trying
I
to
think
use
it
the
was
word she
like my
already
dad
has.
bought it, and whenever my dad bought it, he was able to like share it with like 3 people, so he shared it with me.
Right, right. But you don't have an app for it. So he must have bought 365 maybe.
I'm not sure.
I can't figure that. You might want to go ahead and get your own OCC one because doesn't bode well for you sharing your documents with me either. If you can't share your documents, I don't see it listed here. I don't see Word
I mean,
listed
it
as
worked
one of your
last.
choices.
Is it the same stuff with like last semester with like comp 1?
It would be. It's a Word document, just
Yeah,
like
I
any
mean,
Word document.
it worked last semester. I don't know why it's not working now.
I don't know either. Okay. So you can stop sharing now, sweetie. We're going to have to dig a little deeper for you. And I want to make sure I've got like 2 minutes to try to connect that thing. So excuse me, guys. Oh, and I want to end the meeting so that ends. I'll be back.